I threw a gun away in a garbage can next to a school.
What? No. What the hell? Like, oh my God.
Is that not the dumbest thing in the world?
That's hilarious.
So
It's hilarious.
on that, let's talk about Hunter Biden.
Sounds like the 17-year-old me,
But
but yeah,
before
let's
that-
do it.
Welcome back to Mostly Peaceful. I'm Rob.
I'm Jimmy.
And yeah, we're going to hop right into this Hunter Biden thing. So
Hunter Biden. No.
So Jim Jordan got up at CPAC this week, and he says that we've actually done several things. Like, that's the quote, right? And he also makes the remark that I bet every one of those 51 former intel officers who signed that letter, the now famous letter, I would bet every one of them still has security clearance.
Yep.
Why?
Right.
That's a good question. Why
It is. Yeah.
Why do those people who don't work in that institution anymore still have security clearance? Why are they allowed to see things that they should not be able to see?
Yeah.
Why are they allowed to have influence
Right.
in things that they should not have influence in? And I'll tell you why. Because our government is not our government anymore. It's run by bureaucrats. Constantly, like it has been for years. It's not presidential power. It's not vice presidential power. It's not the Secretary of Defense or the President of the House or the President of the Senate. It is literally people who get paid a salary and they're hired for a job are making our policy. They're making everything that our country has gone through in the last 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, whatever, is because of bureaucrats, not because of the person we elected.
Yeah.
That's a scary fucking thing.
Yeah. It's being farmed out to contractors.
There's no reason that any one of these people, we didn't elect them. They were hired. They should not be making nor dictating policy.
No.
And they are.
It's kind of like lobbyists. I feel the same way about lobbyists, man.
So much so that Jim Jordan is now going after all of them.
My man.
Over this Hunter Biden laptop.
Right.
And in turn, Hunter Biden is going after the people who have the laptop and the people who talked about the laptop.
Who, the FBI?
How dare you talk about me?
The FBI had the laptop for 2 fucking years claiming there was nothing on it. I mean, am I wrong?
It wasn't just the FBI. The FBI confiscated the laptop after all of that information was dumped.
Yeah. And then they sat on it.
Yeah, they sat on it because we were right at the head of an election.
And then they colluded with Twitter to suppress the information.
Twitter, Facebook.
Yep. Which I'm loving,
Google.
by the way, watching people like Anna Paulina Luna.
Oh, every
Just
single one of those people
dig.
sitting there getting drilled, they're all squirming like, oh, I fucked up.
Oh, yeah.
I fucked up. Oh.
Ma'am, don't, the way that you frame the question, no, fuck that. I asked you the question. Answer it.
It's
Oh,
either
you don't
a
want
yes
to
or no
answer it?
question. Yeah.
Okay. We know. Yes, you did that.
Here's all the proof.
Here's the
Right
proof.
here.
And you're going to pay the consequence for I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Bring
Dude.
it.
It is
so
high
in-
time. It is high time.
Yeah.
That somebody, and it's more than just a somebody, it's a group of somebodies.
Yeah.
Are finally taking a stand and going, no, I'm tired of the bureaucracy. I'm tired of the lies and the bullshit. We want to know the truth. For God's sakes, I want to know about aliens. I know you motherfuckers know.
Yeah.
But
It's
I
all
want a definitive answer. I don't want to.
knowing
well,
the truth. No,
we got some UFOs.
Yeah.
but we're not real sure what they are.
so like you said, knowing the truth, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing, man. You see this stuff going on where Twitter is now in court and their staff, and they're being drilled by the Anna Paulina Luna, right? And I
Yeah.
love it. I love it.
They need to be. They need to be prosecuted for treason.
Yeah. Because here's the thing. Back in the days, okay, and I
That
say
brings up
back in the
Adam
days,
Schiff, by
but
the way, and we'll talk about that.
I don't mean back in the days. Back in 2020 during the election.
Oh, back in the days.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about when we were teenagers. I was
No.
like, man, that is back in the days.
Yeah. No. Back in the days when, Trump was president. When
The good old days.
Yeah, gas was cheap.
Yeah.
And food was affordable.
I think the best I saw gas was $1.89
So here's
a gallon.
here's my thing is, okay, in 2020, I saw Trump campaigning for the 2020, his second election, right? His second term, right?
Yeah.
He's campaigning for a second term. He's filling up arenas, right? There's boats of people. There's just this mass amount of people
Of course.
in his speeches when he was campaigning.
79 million.
Yet Biden was in a basement and there was nobody. He would
80
do
million.
so Biden, from what I see, he barely campaigned at all, right? So people like me were sitting back and I'm like, no, there's no way. And this comes full circle, bear with me. There's no way this guy fair and square won this election, right? That's where I was. That's what I was thinking.
You need to
I'm
be
looking
careful
at this. Yeah, I know. Banned. You go straight to jail.
Straight to jail.
Straight to jail.
Yes.
So I'm like, no, there's no way, dude, that you have a guy who's campaigning for president. And he's pulling in hundreds of thousands of people to these speeches for his campaign, right? And then you got Biden. He's sitting in a basement and he's on TV and he's doing absolutely nothing. And then when he does do a speech or he shows up and he does a rally, there's like 7 people who are social distancing from each other at the time. And you're like,
Yeah.
There's no way this guy won, right?
It's a cult.
But then when I realized, I heard a couple people talking and I'm like, man, you know what? Maybe. I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt that if we're talking square election results, maybe that there was enough people who really fucking hated Trump that they didn't really care about Joe Biden. They're not about policy. They're not about politics, but they hated Trump so bad.
Yeah, because let's be honest, he wasn't not elected. He was anti-elected. Like they
Yes.
voted.
Yeah.
They voted strictly
Against
to not
him.
to not have Donald Trump as the president.
Yes.
They didn't give a fuck who they were.
Who it
voting
was.
for.
Right. Yeah.
So go ahead.
Yeah. It could have been Hillary Clinton again, and she would have won against Trump because people were just so convinced Trump was the bad guy. He was,
Satan.
Yeah.
The
So
Antichrist.
my point
Somebody said that one time.
is okay, if I do believe, let's say for the benefit of the doubt, which I'm still on the fence. I'm like, man, I don't know. They say you have the biggest black voter turnout, bigger than Obama. That's a hard pill to swallow, that you're telling me that I'm supposed to believe that he got more of the black vote than President Obama did. But okay, I'll give you that too, right? Let's just say for, shits and giggles and us sitting here smoking and drinking that, okay, Biden won. Do you actually believe that Twitter and Facebook also did not play any part in swaying people's perception of?
We know they did.
Exactly.
We know they did. Look, personally.
So here is exactly where my thought process was going. That is, if I even give them the benefit of the doubt to say, okay, with Trump filling up arenas and with Joe Biden filling up a bathroom, you win. Election was fair and square. But if that's just voter turnout, are we going to go with the narrative that Facebook didn't censor the Hunter Biden laptop, that Twitter didn't censor Joe Biden and Jim Biden's dealings in Iraq with these no-bid contracts?
Again, they did.
I know they did.
Yeah.
Because there's factual evidence that the FBI suppressed and withheld as well and colluded with people like Twitter, which is why they're in court right now with Anna Paulina Luna going after him, saying you specifically colluded with a government organization to suppress information that swayed a government election.
Treason.
Yes or no? I don't know what to do with my hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The old Talladega Nights
So-
thing. Listen.
So okay, I get you. You won, but you still have no leg to stand on because
personally,
yeah.
Before November of 2020, I got a message from Facebook that said, would you be willing to participate in shutting down your Facebook? for this long.
Hey, for the record, how many times has Facebook banned you?
We're going to get there. And I said, no. I said, no, I don't want to participate in this because I knew what was going on.
Yeah.
Like they tried to, oh, it's an experiment or we're doing this, we're doing that. We're trying to change something. I don't fucking care. I don't want to shut my Facebook down. At the time I had 3 accounts, right?
That's very odd.
3 accounts.
So it's in Facebook's best interest to ask you
to stop talking.
yeah. They're like, we're doing this
Because I was.
experiment where we just ask random people
I was
to
very
just
vocal.
shut their account down.
I was very vocal as to who I supported and
I know.
why I supported him, right?
Yeah.
I think a month, like a total, like literally 30 days before the election.
Yeah.
I open up Facebook one morning and I've got nothing.
Yeah.
I had 3 accounts. And don't get me wrong, I shit posted on the first 2 and I shouldn't have
That's funny.
because my original account had pictures of my kids,
right.
pictures of my family, like all these things that I no longer have access to.
You got to save the shit posting for right here.
Yes, all of my photos are gone.
Yeah.
All of it is gone. Right?
Wow.
Off of 2 accounts. They just fucking deleted them.
Wow.
My 3rd account, I opened it under a Yahoo Mail account. I never used it. I never posted on it unless I was banned on Facebook because damn if I didn't get banned on Facebook.
Right.
If there were medals for it, and I know that people know what I'm talking about, I would have a jacket like some of these Turkish soldiers, like where it's just nothing.
Nothing but
yes,
medals.
I've been banned that many fucking times. Don't get me wrong, dude. A lot of it was some stupid fucking shit that
I
I
get the
posted.
gold medal for shit posting. And
I deserved it.
Yeah.
I deserved a lot of it. On the political side, I didn't deserve a damn bit of it.
Yeah.
And then to fucking just wipe the 2 main accounts that I went through without even a discussion.
Yeah.
It was like one day they were there, the next day I woke up and boom, they're fucking gone.
I don't think Facebook, Twitter, any of these platforms have any right to be politically motivated at all in anything. The least they can do is take down violent and
At the current moment, all
pornographic nature. Like,
I want are my photos back.
Yeah.
I know they have them.
Yeah.
I know they have them.
Yeah, they're on a server.
I want them back.
Definitely.
That's it. I don't fucking
Unless
care about the page.
They might have erased you from their existence, man. Because if it's one thing we completely understand is they could give a shit about people like me and you.
Yeah, legit.
That's why it's hard for us to survive in this space.
Yeah. So I wholeheartedly I have zero confidence in anything that any social media platform does anymore.
For sure.
Because
I even question Elon Musk because as much as, I've never been a tribalistic party affiliate. So when people are like, I'm a Republican, I'm like, oh yeah, good for you, bro.
It's cute.
Yeah. The fuck does that mean to me? Mitch McConnell's a fucking Republican. I never did shit for me. All he's done is fucking collude with the Democrats to suppress information and just big up the establishment. You know what I mean?
Down.
So Elon Musk, he does things and I'm like, man, I could get behind this guy with a lot of what he does. I'm not the guy who's going to sit here and say everybody should drive a Tesla and green energy. But I think if, when it comes to the idea of green energy, I'm open-minded as hell when it comes to the idea of green energy. If it's sustainable, but
it's not.
And it causes less damage. But if it is, Elon Musk will be the guy to figure that shit out. So
I'm going to tell you right now.
I get behind him to a degree, but wait. So Elon Musk buys Twitter in the name of free speech, and we're like, okay, cool. And he moves to Texas, and he takes Tesla out of California, and he moves to Texas, and then all of a sudden, guess what article comes out?
But he moved to Texas with all of his Democrat employees.
He's moving back to California, apparently, because him and Gavin Newsom came up with some deal where he's going to relocate Tesla back to California again.
After he just built the Giga thing in Texas?
Yes.
Is that for real? And the only reason I ask is because I've not heard anything about that. I haven't heard a whole lot from Elon Musk in quite a while, and I've noticed that my Twitter continually gets more and more left. I don't know if it's because of certain people that I follow or what, but it's just trash. It's vomit. It's disgusting at every turn, and I'm fucking starting to get tired of it. That being said,
It says here that Elon Musk announced during a joint press conference with California Governor Gavin Newsom that Tesla would be opening a global engineering headquarters in California 2 years after a dramatic exit that saw the electric car company leave the Golden State for a facility in Austin, Texas. Tesla will open up shop in the former home of Hewlett-Packard in Palo Alto. The facility will serve as the company's engineering headquarters while the corporate headquarters remains in Austin. So it's kind of a, we're still here, but we're also opening this facility that will be there. But
because California needs Tesla money.
They do.
And the problem with that is we could talk about, I want to go back to something real quick before we continue on. The whole green energy thing.
Yeah.
It is not sustainable.
At the moment.
I don't think it ever will be.
I disagree.
Because the problem with it is we have to destroy certain environments to mine the products that we need for the sustainable energy that we produce.
Agreed. Yeah,
And
cobalt.
it's worse.
lithium.
It's worse than what we do for drilling for oil.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Now,
1,000-fold.
But
You can't pull those minerals out any other
no,
way,
you
dude.
can't. You can't.
So and until you find and just straight up, dude, Ian Crossland
Yo,
is like on point with his idea.
graphene.
Graphene. Dude, he's a graphene nut, and I fucking wholeheartedly agree with him.
I do too.
There is 0 point for us to stop drilling for oil if we can pull the carbon out of the air and use it for these productions, right?
Yep.
That being said, they produce a better battery. They produce a more long-term battery. And it's reusable. It's a reusable resource. It's renewable.
Yeah.
As long as we keep shitting into the air
Yeah.
with cars and factories,
Yeah. We can
then we can pull it back out.
Yeah. Extract
and use it,
graphene and
right?
use it. Yeah.
Here's the problem. What else takes carbon from the air? Trees.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
And then
Right.
what do they give us back?
Oxygen.
Boom.
Yeah.
Right? So at some point it becomes a competition of we're pulling it out, the trees are pulling it out, now we're over oxygenated.
Right.
There's questions, right?
Okay,
Scientifically, there's questions. And I'm not the science guy. I find it fascinating, but
Me
the
too.
reality of it is
Yeah.
that's probably more of a sustainable, renewable energy source.
Yeah.
Just continue to drill for oil and pull the carbon out of the air.
Right.
If you're so fucking worried about carbon emissions, pull it the fuck out of the air. It's possible. We can do it. They've already shown it. We can do it.
And when I talk about green energy, as far as like solar and stuff like that, I'm a big solar
Made out of
guy.
petroleum.
I know.
Petroleum products helped make your solar panels. That's what I'm
But-
getting at.
But is there a path forward in the future? Who's to say that it won't be like the whole goal is sustainability, right? So they come out with this stuff and they try to sell it to you as it's sustainable. And then we're like, where's the cobalt come from? Where's the petroleum come from? How long does it last? How much resource do we need and use to be able to use that sustainable green energy, right?
You want to know one of the biggest pollutants in
But
the world?
I refuse to believe that it's not an idea that could exist as something more than an idea in the future, because we're here now. Like, we do have an electric car. 30 years ago, if anybody, look at Tesla, man. Tesla was that close to going out of business. And yeah, government subsidies kept them alive for the most part.
The
But-
biggest pollutant in the world right now. You know what it is?
What?
Wind farms.
Really?
The windmills
Yeah.
that they
How
use
is
to
that?
create electricity. They use fucking oil and they leak into the ground.
Oh, God. That's not good.
They use more oil than the average semi.
I saw one of
Daily.
those explode yesterday on Twitter. It was pretty fucking glorious.
Windmills.
Yeah, they suck.
Windmills.
Yeah.
Are the
Yeah.
worst thing in the world for
Yeah.
clean energy. because they're dirty as fuck.
Right.
They constantly have to be oiled and maintained. They constantly have, and half the time they're running off electricity, not producing electricity.
But I still don't think that people should give up on the idea of expanding sustainable green energy.
Fusion.
Okay.
That's the only sustainable green energy.
I think,
That's going to have to be cut out.
sorry. I still think that I don't want to be the total pessimist and say that what we have is the best. What we have is the best now. But I think with people like Elon Musk, if they have,
It's the,
I'm not a big Elon Musk fan.
it's the best you're going to get, though. For
I
right now, it's
question-
the best you're going to get.
Yeah.
All the other shit
I
is
agree.
just trash.
For sure.
Like cobalt
Listen,
batteries, electric cars are junk.
I invested in solar. It will cost you double the amount of solar, and you will get, for double the amount of solar, you will get half the
the power.
amount of energy. Yes. So it's like a quadruple offset,
Mhm.
right? It's very expensive and it doesn't give you much.
To run your home,
It's a good idea.
wholly off of solar power,
Yeah.
you would have to have an acre plus what your house is on.
Hella batteries.
It would take an acre of
lithium, cobalt batteries.
It would take an acre of solar panels.
lithium polymer batteries.
plus a battery room that has God knows what for batteries. Call them Tesla walls, call them whatever the fuck it is, but they're made out of cobalt.
Yep.
They're mined from rare earth minerals.
Yeah,
Just to power one home.
I know. But I still think we can get there. I want to believe we can get there.
Fusion.
Yeah.
Is the only real answer
Right.
in the current.
Right.
And apparently they've figured out how to make it like they've got it to where it's controllable.
Elon Musk, Fusion, go for it. We support you, bro. Free speech.
Let's get him to Mars first.
Free speech on Twitter.
Let's get him to get people to Mars first.
What the fuck are we doing on Mars?
So here's
don't care.
Nah,
I don't want to hear it.
No, that's not
We could
fair.
do windmill farms.
Yes, on Mars because there's zero air.
Yeah,
They're going to be running off electricity too.
We'll implant.
We'll plug them into the wall. The reality of it is getting people on Mars is a situation where we now start getting to venture out into
What's the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie?
no fucking Total Recall.
So-
Recall. Total Recall. Total retard. Total Recall.
man.
The reality of it is
I
like
fucking love it.
get people out into our solar system first.
Yeah.
And then the galaxy and then the universe. Because if we don't,
So you believe we can get people out on the universe, but we can't get sustainable energy on Earth?
no, because we don't have what we need here to do it.
Oh, what if we go to Mars and get their shit and bring it back here?
Okay.
Martian power.
Okay. We can steal their technology. I don't care.
He's like, fuck this guy.
No, I'm just saying. No, I know you're playing devil's advocate here, but I'm dead serious when I say this.
Yeah.
If we continue to stay on this planet, we will only drain its resources and only
Yeah.
cause the extinction of humans.
You think that's why they want to depopulate us? Is that too controversial? Or is that way off topic?
So,
But it just struck my brain.
so the reality of that is I think
When you say there's too many people on this earth, you just Bill Gated
I
me.
think we need to save that for another topic,
You Bill Gated
another
me.
day. So, with that being said, this was a fun conversation.
And we're out.
Thanks.
Like, subscribe, share with a friend if you like that friend. Or if you don't like them, it's okay.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Have a good night.